you heard about the German Chancenkarte? Did you know that from this year 2024, it's possible for you to go to Germany without a working visa? Yeah, you heard me right. You move to Germany without a working visa, and then when you arrive there, you start looking for jobs. So last year, the government of Germany launched something we call the Chancenkarte that enables or allows foreigners to go to Germany and look for jobs. And this is valid for 1 year. So tell me why you would miss this opportunity. You already know that getting a Schengen visa is always very hard and very complicated, but now one of the countries that have made it very easy is the German government by introducing something we call the Chancenkarte. Do you want to know more about how to apply? When is the application beginning, the requirements, and so on and so forth? Then stay tuned. Guys, what is a Chancenkarte? Chancenkarte is an opportunity that was launched by the government of Germany last year 2023, and it has already been approved in November. And they say that if you are a foreigner and you really want to move to Germany, here is an open door for you, and this is the Chancenkarte. And it makes you to move to Germany without a work permit. How easy it is, guys. You all know how hard it is to get a working permit or even to get a company to hire you to come into Europe. So Germany now introduces this Chancenkarte, or it's kind of a green card for you to come to Germany and start looking for a job. And the validity of that Chancenkarte, like how long you can live in Germany, is 1 year. So with 1 year, you live in Germany, you're looking for a job, and then you can actually change from Chancenkarte to another resident permit. Okay, so you guys, what are the qualifications of this for you to obtain this Chancenkarte? Guys, remember that the whole world is watching. People have been ready since last year 2023. Now we are in January, and you need to start preparing now if you have not started. So number one, do you have your passport ready? Do you have an international passport? That is a question for you. Another qualification which you're going to be checking before I go to the documents that you need for this Chancenkarte, the application and other things, you need to be fluent in English. And at this point, they are asking for C1. If you have gone to secondary, if you have completed your primary and your secondary, then I don't think this is a problem, because already C1 is something that we do either in primary and secondary. So you can now bring your certificate, or if you want to go to your school where you studied, you can go and get your English certificate or your main certificate that have all the grades showing that you did English this level. So what you need is to prove. Remember that you cannot be explaining with your mouth. You need evidence. Evidence is in Europe is paperwork. Paperwork is very important. So you need to prove that you have studied English. The other thing is German. They need you to have studied German B1. Okay, calm down. It's not that hard. Guys, I did German when I was in Kenya. I did German for 6 good months, and I can tell you it was not hard, and I passed and I got the certificate. So you need to dedicate yourself. Normally, I used to go for the training maybe for a few hours. Yeah, so you train for a few hours, and if you are studying somewhere and they are offering these courses, you can actually enroll in them. So for you to study German, go and search for the best German institution in your country, whereby you're gonna study the language, and then they're gonna issue with a certificate of B1. You know why I'm telling you this? Because as it is now, the competition is high, and every qualification you have gives you a point. So this is a point-based kind of visa, and depending on the points you have, then your level of being approved gets higher. So you guys, English and German is a must. Don't let anyone lie to you saying, oh, you don't need any qualification. No, this is a competitive opportunity, and you have to get yourself ready, get your passport, go to school, study English, study German, and get those certificates ready. The other necessary document is Are you a skilled worker? Maybe you have gone through a vocational training and you can prove that. You have the documentation that you trained on something, maybe something, any kind of skills like carpenter or farming or saloonist, anything that you, any of your skills that you have done training, or maybe car mechanic, maybe, you know, fixing cars, and you go on to a vocational training and you can prove that. That's number one. That's another requirement. Then the other thing, do you have a degree of at least 2 years? Maybe you did marketing, or you did maybe some other courses. Right now I can't even remember. Maybe a healthcare assistant, or secretary, or a teacher. Like in certain, you know, there are some people that have really gotten degrees, maybe teaching some courses there. So you need to show a degree of at least 2 years. So that's another requirement. So the other documents that you have to make sure that you have is proof of funds. How much do they need for this German Chancenkarte? 11,200 euros. So this money is gonna be transferred into a certain account in Germany. And the reason why they need this money, not because you are paying for the visa, no. That is the money when you finally arrive, when you finally get your Chancenkarte, that money will be transferred to you on monthly basis the moment you arrive in Germany, and that money will help you for your needs, like maybe food, accommodation, or transport. So they want to make sure that you are not in Germany stranded, and that is why they are asking for proof of funds of 11,200 euros. So if you need to start looking for money, oh yeah, now it's time for you to start looking for the money so that you can have proof of funds, and you have 6 months. Yes, that gets me to my other point. The applications will start June 1 in 2024. So from now to June 1, 2024, you need to have your English certificate. You need to have your B1 certificate, German B1 certificate. You need to have your passport. You need to gather all your documents if you have gone to school or in any vocational training, or you have a degree in something. Then you need to prepare that. And also, did I say your passport? Maybe I forgot. So you guys, another thing you need is proof of accommodation. You have to go out there. If you know anybody in German, you can let them know that you are applying for so and so. So maybe when your time is approaching and you can see, okay, it's like my application is going the right way, the person can actually help you to get an accommodation. Yes, here in Europe, because I live in Sweden, I know how it works. Most people, when they are coming in, they get connection, and somebody will be allowing you to live in their house, and you pay certain amount of money. Another thing you can do is to get maybe living in a you can book a hostel. There are certain hostel you can live for a certain time, you know, number of weeks or a month or something like that, or maybe like a holiday accommodation. So just do your research very well on where to get an accommodation and pay for the accommodation, and you have a proof. And proof is by maybe you paid and then the address. Okay, so it's very, very, very important. Then you need medical insurance. Should in case you get sick or something happens to you, you need medical insurance. So those are the basic application. Like I said, it's nothing difficult. It's just like the normal application of a visa, normal visa, or a Schengen visa. And you guys, do you know why I love this opportunity? Because for you to apply this, you just need application fee of just 80 euros. So keep yourself informed, and if you need to go to them, you guys, if you need to go to the German embassy, you can go there. Just try to know what are the requirements and when actually the main date of the application is starting, so that you are not left behind. Like I said, a lot of people have gotten this information since last year, and many people are ready to apply. So I would advise you, this is my own like advice when you are moving to a new country. Very important you research about the weather. Of course, June is always summer, so thank God it's not that cold, but not as hot as maybe if you're coming from Africa or you're coming from Asia or wherever you are coming from. You have to research about the weather depending on when your visa is out, because the visa process takes 4 to 8 weeks. So let's say that you did your application in June, probably your visa will come out in June, July, August. Maybe that's the ending of summer. So you need to have the clothes, required clothes for the weather. So very, very important. You have a jacket, you have socks, you have, warm clothes, because hey, Europe is cold right now. We are in winter, we are freezing, we are at -12, -15, -29 depending, and it's snowing. But I think by the time you are coming, then depending on when your visa is being approved, it will be maybe host or fall or something like that. Another thing you need to do, that do you have a driver's license? Do you have a license? Very important. If it's already expired or if you don't have an international driving license, go and get it, because my goodness, I cannot ever overemphasize why you need a driving license in Europe. Do you know many countries in Europe, once you have your driving license, you can use it for 1 year, and then later you can now change to a normal, maybe German license. There are processes to that, and that's topic for another day, but make sure you bring your driving license. Maybe you are good in braiding hair or other skills that can earn you some extra money, because let me tell you something, that proof of funds, 11,000 euros that you need to transfer to the German account, it's not good for you to come and spend all the money. So immediately you arrive, start searching for a job. Even right now, start searching for a job. I will try in my next video to put links on where you can search for jobs in Germany. Maybe right now I'm gonna put the link so that you can start, getting familiar and searching for the job based on your skills, based on your hobbies, based on your profession anyway, and who you are. You need to spend your 11,000 euros. You can save that money for something else. You never know. So once you come here, please try to search for job. Try to connect yourself with German sites or international sites where you can get your part-time job, so that you can use that money to for accommodation, for transport, for food, and all those things. So when you finally arrive in Germany, please be sharp, communicate, explore, look for information, because you only have 1 year. And during that 1 year, if you cannot find a job to now apply for another visa or work permit something, then you have to go back, because that carte, I even forgot the name, that Chancenkarte is valid for only 1 year, okay? And the only time you can transit from that to another working permit is for you to search for a job. So when you search for a job, make sure that that job is under the rules and the regulation of German working permits, okay? Don't just go for any job, but you know what, with your skills and your education and your language, it's not gonna be hard for you to get a job. So but you have to really work hard with already, even right now, upgrading your CV, working on your CV, working on your resume, checking on what you really where you really want to work, and all those things. So you guys, it's a very good opportunity, and I wouldn't really want anyone to miss it. So like I said, this is a points. You need some certain points for you to be approved. The higher your points, the higher the approval. So the points in the line of language, the points in the line of your age also, and also the points in the line of your educational background. Like I said, 2 years degrees. And then if you have any vocational training and you can prove that you have trained on this training and you have experience, like working experience in this certain skill, then that's a plus for you, and that gives you more points. So you guys, like for me, I feel like it's very easy for you to get this. I'm telling you, because coming to Europe it's always like it's not easy. Apart if you're coming like other there are some skills that are really easy to get a job, like maybe a medical doctor, engineer, and or nurses. That one is much easier. Anyway, you can get a work permit anyway from all over the world doing the application. Like, yeah. So you guys, yeah, this is what I had for you. I'm gonna link a link there when you can, where you can check some jobs, and also where you can check which points you have. So you guys, do you have any question concerning this? Let me know at the comment section. If there is anything you want me to address, I'm gonna address it. Please don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends. Please don't let them miss the opportunity. Share with your friends, your family, or anybody that you feel like, this person have been applying for Schengen visa and every day is no. Let them try again. There is no harm in trying. Just keep trying. And at this point, you don't need a work permit. All you need is all this qualification. So from now to June, you have enough time to do the preparation and the research. So you guys, yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish you good luck and see you in my next video. In my next video, I'm gonna be talking about another country. So keep locked. Thank you.